Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode on the Xisuminati server. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're doing pretty good. I'm pretty good myself, perched up here on the roof of that little house that we built last episode. Yeah, the one for Hernandez. Well, today we got a couple of extra houses we need to put up. I've got the plots laid out. I've also worked a little bit at flattening this area out, ready for town hall. And I was kind of curious, and I wanted to ask you guys, what kind of ratio of building town versus just catching up from in between episode work do you guys want to see? I mean, something like town hall, it's a unique building. It's going to be done on camera. But some of these houses, they're going to be kind of samey. You know, there's nothing too special about them. I mean, you know, they're all going to be the same. They've all got, I mean, either oak or birch, stone bricks, spruce logs, white windows, fireplace, bookcase, bed. Like, it's all the same. It's all furnished the same. Consider this like, government housing. Lowest bidder. Come on, cookie cutters. Let's go. So it's not going to be too terribly exciting. I mean, I do want to try something today that hopefully turns out well. If all goes well, I might actually get a proper third-person time-lapse. We will see. But before I get started on that, on other fronts, really the base hasn't seen too much change. I've started work on a bit of a nether room. That will lead down to the nether farms, like nether wart, the wither shrubs, blazing cactoid, quartzberry, stuff like that. So it's just, it's a little bit of a tunnel. I think it's pretty cool. It's mostly nether brick right now because I don't really know what to go with it. But other than that, I've got this carved eminence stone, which I came across. It's from Extra Utilities. And it's actually really interesting. The crafting recipe is a little bit annoying because it's a purple dye and magenta dye, an ender pearl, and 4 stone. I was like, okay, well, alright, I'll craft that. But it looks really cool next to nether brick. And then I've got, like, flowing blood. Ooh, blood. It's sure spooky. Yeah, and then I'll have, like, a room with a bunch of farms down there. So that'll be cool. But that was just something I was messing about with a friend of mine. We are actually planning on doing a collaborative episode, her and I. We just haven't had the time. When we have the time, it's like, oh, well, kids or sickness, unfortunately. So, yeah, oh well. We'll find time eventually. In the meantime, let me know what you think about how much work we want to do on the village off camera. I've got plenty of other projects that I can do. I've got plenty of other stuff on the to-do list, and I came up with a really cool machine design that I'm really rather anxious to show you. And I'm sitting here and I was debating with myself, do I want to film the village or do I want to film this machine? But the village kind of won out because I'm really excited to see if this third-person time-lapse works out. So yeah. Let's see how it goes. And we should hopefully get these 2 buildings up. If it doesn't work out, we're just going to have a sad little jump cut right to the end, and I'll express my dissatisfaction. But hopefully the time-lapse works out. Cue the music. Wow, aren't they just fancy? What did you think, guys? Nice little time lapse. I think it turned out pretty good myself. And look at this, we got 2 new houses out of it. Now, I'm trying to stick with the same kind of theme, you know, fireplaces, bookshelves, and you know, same materials, same kind of feel to them, just different shapes and different styles. So what do you think? I got them all furnished up. I mean, it's not tremendously, like, super duper special or anything like that. I'm not going over the top, like I said. This one's actually got a loft. Ooh. Nice big kitchen area. Table for 3. And a little spiral staircase up to the bedroom. It's pretty snazzy. So yeah. What do you guys think? What do you think? Now, I've got it all fenced off because I kind of have a bigger area. I do, however, need to push this back so that it's not connected to the fence. Because we all know what could happen if that was like that. So let's keep that back. Everything else should be nice and secure, except for right here where I have my chests. So, mayhaps temporarily, while the chests are here, we can do something like that. Prevent any zombie incursions. Because with that, we could let Hernandez out. Hey buddy, I know you've been cooped up here for a while, but you're free now. You can go outside. I'll even give you some doors. There's something to hum about. Sure. If we stick a couple of doors on the rest of these buildings, of which it, you know, crafted the perfect amount, we'll have ourselves a little village. Now, it's not quite done yet. It still needs some decoration. And I mean, there's plenty more buildings to go. In my sandbox world, I have another style of house, and then I also have a guard tower and a blacksmith, of which I'm pretty sure you guys will like. But that will not be in today's episode, simply just because it's not going to be. I don't want to sit here and make the entire episode, you know, just building houses. Oh look, Hernandez came out for some air. And, you know, I could build more houses, but do you guys really want to... you know, watch me build every single thing? Wow. I can place blocks, I swear. You know, we just did these 2 houses. Let's be satisfied with that. There we go. Little squiggly path. I did grab a selection of flowers to put into the flower gardens. Do a little random schmattering. Doesn't that just liven the place right up? And of course, you know, it has to turn to nighttime. But it looks like Hernandez has moved over here. Oh, he's checking out the table. It's okay, I got the door. Don't worry. So while the night is passing, what I want to do... Actually, what am I doing? I don't need to... I'm sitting here and going, I should make microblocks of those things. And it's like, wait a second, that's a little redundant. they exist in half slab formula, and that's too close. Might need to push this back a touch. Just a touch. I'll go 5, 4. Do something like that. Nope, wrong thing of water. Really? There it goes. Wow. Wow, server. That's incredible. That it took you that long to pour water. But yeah, a little fountain. Over here we can plant a couple of seeds. So yeah, the guardhouse will go about here. And I'm thinking, now in the sandbox, the rest of the houses went over this direction, but that's, I mean, it's the river. I can't exactly do that. I might make a path over here and like make a dock, because I do plan on making a decent sized lake out of what this river is. So yeah, the other house in the blacksmith will probably reach around here, or possibly up here, but that's pretty hilly. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that area. Maybe just because it's aligned with my base more, I'll put like a park with a lot of trees just to really separate base from village. That sounds like a good idea, actually. So that's probably what we're going to do. So yeah, the other houses in the blacksmith will go here. I've actually got plans for building half in the mountain here, so that'll be pretty cool. And of course we've got to do town hall at some point. But really what I want to worry about doing is making sure that I take my time on these things, because I find that if I try to, do too much when it comes to these big projects, that I skimp on the details. And I want to find a way to do lighting that isn't so obtrusive or obtrusive, whatever, with the torches. Because, let's face it, torches, I mean, I like these lantern torches, but I don't want those just sticking on the ground either. So I might do the whole hidden glowstone thing with carpenter's blocks, because that works with grass. And that would work. I mean, I realize I have a magnum torch and nothing's going to spawn, so I can leave it dark, but I don't want to leave it dark. I mean, it's hard enough seeing this kind of stuff on YouTube at nighttime. I mean, I'm already having to adjust the brightness for clips such as this, and I don't want to leave it dark. And, So you guys are going to have to let me know what you think. I might half slab the steps like this. I don't know. I might just turn them into stairs. That's also an option. If you guys have any ideas for something to put in a town, let me know. Because, really, I mean, I've got houses, a blacksmith, and town hall. And that's all I really have. I haven't designed anything else. So if you can come up with something, let me know. That'd be cool. I don't know. So I kind of call this done for right now. It's looking pretty cool. Oh. Alright. We're back! We're okay. Yeah, that was my own oversight. The server has a daily restart. I didn't see the warning messages because I have chat turned off. It's all good. All good. So yes, as I was saying, we're probably about done with the village for today. I know for you guys it was lickety split. But for me, that it took a while. and it took a lot out of my computer, and yeah. I mean, I'm okay, but I think I should worry about my computer. No, computer is fine. It's just, I needed this account to build, and then I needed another account in my sandbox world to, show me how it's built, and then I needed a third account to do the filming. So I had 3 instances of modded Minecraft running on my computer at one time, and it was a little bit crazy. So if there's a little bit of lag and stuttering and stuff like that in the time lapse, that's why. Hopefully in the future when I do third-person time lapses, I'm not going to have to deal with having a sandbox world open. I can just kind of build something or dig something out or just what. I don't know. But anyway, what we're going to do now that it's more safe is we're going to release a few villagers. What are you? You're a zoologist. Look at that. It's a zoologist. A tinkerer. A priest. A butcher. And another butcher. And it's a party. Yeah, I want to get on that. Party, 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 party. You guys are nuts. I don't know what they're doing. You guys are nuts. Alright. So for the last little bit of the episode, I'm going to talk about and show a little bit about what we're going to be doing next time. I actually came up with this idea to solve one of my to-do list. I guess it's not really a solve. It's I figured out how to do something on my to-do list. And actually it's the 2 things right here. Yeah, the allowing withdrawals from storage and the alloy room. Now the alloy room was this desire I had to make a section specifically devoted towards crafting alloys. Now down here I have this induction smelter that I set up with a couple of drawers, and you just kind of stick your stuff in, and it's an induction smelter. What do you expect it to do? But that's kind of just whatever I really need to craft. I mean, I also have an induction smelter right here. It's just this has no input or output, so you craft more than 2 stacks of something, and it's, gotta manually empty it. And it's like, okay, that's not necessarily a huge deal or anything like that, but, I'm lazy, and it's modded. Come on, let's go. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to set up a room where I could have, just the stuff for alloys stored, and just be able to smelt them when I want them. So I actually kind of tore out the back of my base here, and you can see into the back of the drawers. And right here, I've got my test, and it pulls out iron ingots. Now from here, I can just use a little cover, and it make it look like it has never changed. And I've got very limited space, because right here is my auto sieve setup. And yeah, it's going to be a little tight, but I can easily pull the cables down and have like an ender chest or something, and then send that on its way to wherever I build this alloy room. So I'm pretty happy about that. I just solved 2 of the things that I wanted to do, or figured out 2 of the things that I wanted to do, to knock them both off the to-do list. So chances are that's what we're going to get into next episode. And we're going to get away from the building side of things, and we're going to go into tech. Because the alloys, they require some tech. I mean, they require the induction smelter, there's going to be piping, but there's also actually going to be a fair amount of vanilla redstone. So that'll be pretty cool. Now, that's of course going to be next episode. So I'm not going to spoil too much of my plans. Sure. To end today's episode off, because we're kind of reaching the end of it, I did get a lot done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys liked the time lapse. I'm not really that used to doing time lapses. It's still kind of a new thing for me. So we're going to end off the episode with the continuum orbs, which I do still frequently forget, but whatever. I'm remembering it now. Let's do it. So, number 1. A block of gold. Well, alright. I'll take a block of gold. You know, add it to my mountain. And number 2. A slimizer? Slimalizer. I don't know. I'll have to look that one up. I'm not quite sure what that does. And number 3, a block of burnt quartz. Well, that's no use at all. Yeah, I really... Oh, that's an easy crafting recipe. What is it used for, though? I don't know. I'll find the open blocks book somewhere and figure it out. But anyway... There we go, there's my stuff back. You gotta pick the right camera angle. I don't know why that stuff disappears like that. It must be something to do with rendering entities behind you. But, oh well. Anyway. Hopefully you guys liked it. Let me know what you thought of the time lapse. Let me know what you thought of, you know, zipping by and putting those houses up. And I realized the time lapse was a little bit long. At least by my standards of what I would consider a decent length for a time-lapse. It was about 7 minutes long for a time-lapse. That's quite a bit. If it's not 7 minutes long, it means I found more stuff to cut out in post-production. But I'm pretty sure it's going to stay at about 7 minutes. But yeah, we got 2 houses up today. I think in between episodes, I'm going to put up the guardhouse. And I'm probably going to pick where I'm going to put the alloy room. And chances are it's going to be underground, so it's just going to be a matter of digging a room out. Probably down the red corridor, just because if you've noticed, I have a little bit of a theme. Blue is kind of storage, but also just kind of like automated or minimal interaction machines, whereas the red corridor, granted with the iron farm as its exception, these are more active. You know, you load your stuff and you're pulling it out and blah blah blah. So because the alloy room will be a bit more active, chances are it's going to end up down the red hallway. Anyway, I'm going to say goodbye now. So goodbye, bye bye. Hope you guys liked it. Leave a like, give it a comment, and be sure to come back for next episode, because it's going to be sweet. We're going to get into redstone. Ooh, redstone. Alrighty. Bye-bye.